What, are you nuts? Did you or did you not tell me that it would be very dangerous for you to be in town if this Werner guy came to visit?
Yeah, I know what I told you, and yes, it could possibly be dangerous, but there are some things worth taking risks for. I can't leave town.
I have a feeling we're talking about Sean Douglas here, right?
Yeah. It's just that I've spent my entire life running away from people, and I don't want to do that now. I can't turn my back on that little boy, Marcus. I can't. Does any of this make sense to you?
Carly, I understand that you want to be there for Sean Douglas, and I admire the hell out of you for putting it all on the line for him. But I think that you're doing this not only for Sean Douglas, but more importantly, bottom line, you're doing it for yourself. You want to fill some kind of empty space in your life, right?
I don't know, Marcus. Maybe you're right. But I'll tell you something I do know about empty spaces in life.
What's that?
Sometimes, some of them just never get filled. Ever.
Always did like to turn things over in your mind, huh, kid?
Hey, Roland.
How you doing?
Hanging in. What are you doing down here?
I stopped by the site for a surprise inspection. So are you?
Did you find anything?
Yeah, believe it or not, they're playing by the book.
Better late than never, I guess.
Yeah. I was hoping they'd give me a reason to shut them down.
Why don't you find a reason?
You know, by all rights, I don't have any business being here at all. Seems they brought in a federal inspector to keep an eye on things here, so it's out of my jurisdiction. Legally, I can't do a damn thing to pull the plug on them.
So Gen Con's gonna come out of this smelling like a rose, huh? Looks like the Brady brothers aren't gonna be riding to the rescue this time.
Yeah, I wouldn't hang up my saddle just yet, cowboy. You know, look, maybe you're not ready to hear this yet, but you can't keep blaming yourself for what happened.
I can't, huh?
No, it's not your fault. You agreed to work with Justin to make this place safe, right? Besides, I'm just getting started here, and I sure as hell could use a little help right now. Well, think about it. You know, with the two of us working together, hell, by the time we got done with Gen Con, they won't know they were messing with the wrong boys, right?
Maybe.
Maybe. Think about it.
Catch you later.
Yep.
Miss him along.
Oh, you'll see him soon.
I know. But Peggy, I didn't even get a chance to visit her.
Well, it was a good idea, bringing Benji to the hospital to see Sean Douglas.
Yeah, I really think it helped him a lot, don't you?
Yeah. But the question is, what are we going to do for Bo?
Well, you know, maybe if the two of you worked together, you know, maybe you could help him and you could work with this Gen Card company.
Well, I'm for it. All he has to do is say the word. It's up to him. But to tell you the truth, I don't think he's ready for the company. I don't know if he ever will be.
Game's not over yet.
You always fix things, don't
We're
you?
done, Jim, because I know you're messing with the wrong boys.
Just right, that's all. Whenever anything goes wrong, you always make it it's not a big deal.
Sure could use some help.
Whenever anything goes wrong, not right, not right.
Damn it. It's not right.
Yeah, let's hope so. This Friday morning, those tankers start coming up the river. And as far as anybody getting in the way of that goes, well, I'd hate to be that anybody.
Wow, where'd everybody go?
Hello, Carly.
Dr. Horton, hi.
I know you're off duty soon. I'd like to discuss the trauma center. Would you like to join me for lunch at Wings?
No.
No?
No, I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to come out that way.
Oh, what is this? Something wrong, Carly? Hey, what's the matter? You look as if you're frightened of something.
I think Carly was going to say that she can't have lunch with you because she has to work another shift.
Is that right?
Yeah, a doctor who was going to relieve her called in sick, so Carly's going to have to sub for her.
Oh, well, some other time then.
Oh, I'd like that.
Well, I'll see you soon. Marcus?
Goodbye, Dr. Horton. Oh, thank you, Marcus. I couldn't think of a decent excuse to save my life.
Well, this one is true. Dr. Bowman did call in sick. You will have to sub for her.
Oh, no problem. It's the least I can do considering everything you've done for me.
Well, I could tell you were too shaken up to think. It's that press conference, isn't it?
You've been reading the papers.
You know, I wish you just would have gotten out of town
Marcus,
while you had the chance.
How could I when Sean Douglas needs me? Besides, I've been running away all my life, remember? I know how to hide.
Yeah, well, they're going to try to find you. You know that.
Yeah, well, they won't. Not if I'm careful.
Yeah, well, you better be. And you also better be lucky, because if they're anything like you say they are, they're not going to stop looking until they find what they're looking for.
Ladies and gentlemen, could I have your attention, please? Oh, do sit down. Now, my name is Werner Baer. As you know, the von Leuschner Industries is one of the largest privately owned corporations in Europe, and possibly in the whole world. Now, I'm here to represent the von Leuschner family and to announce our latest venture.
Adrian,
What?
I don't want to overreact, but whatever is going on in there with JJ, well, let's face it, it might mean that we may not get JJ's baby.
In American businesses. But that's not the paramount reason for my visit. We are all aware of the momentous events that have been taking place in Eastern Europe over the last 2 years. I'm sure that you're all as pleased as I am that the people there are enjoying freedoms that only a few months ago they were dreaming about. What you may not be aware of is that there's a serious problem in Eastern Europe in the face of the fields of health care.
Ma'am, your pass, please.
Industries are very interested in...
Doesn't really look like you.
It is. My hair got dark when I stopped going to the beach.
That we find out about the American healthcare system so that the Leuschner Industries can go forward with its plan to establish a first-class network of private, low-cost medical facilities for the people of Eastern Europe. Now, it won't be easy. Does anyone have any questions?
Yeah. Jack Devereaux, spectator. Perhaps you could tell us about Katerina, the missing von Leuschner heiress.
Yes, I'm sure that you're a very fine reporter, Mr.
Devereaux.
Devereaux. Unfortunately, you are very misinformed because Katerina, we know where she is. She's not missing. See, I realize that there have been a number of sensationalized reports in the American press about Miss von Leuschner, but I can assure you that Katerina has kept a very close touch with her family all her life. As to live without the glare of the spotlight, or if you'll forgive me, the at times intrusive tactics of the media.
So you say. Now, why should we take your word for it?
Oh, bravo. Spoken like a true newsman, but I'm afraid you have no choice for the time being. However, let me assure you that the pledge Katrina's family made when she was born still holds. She will marry Lawrence Alamain on her 25th birthday.
Well, perhaps you could tell us where Katerina is. I mean, you did say you knew where she was.
Yes, well, as the heir to the von Leuschner fortune, Katerina is a natural target for would-be kidnappers or profiteers. I'm sure you'll understand that concern for her safety and privacy precludes me from making her whereabouts public. But please, all of you, tell your readers, your viewers, not to worry about Katerina. she's well, and she's happy, and she's looking forward to her upcoming wedding.
Prove it.
You are a most persistent man, Mr. Devereaux. But all I can do is repeat what I've already told you. Miss von Leuschner will marry Lawrence Alamain on her 25th birthday. Now, nothing will stop that wedding taking place. And in the meantime, our people are watching Katerina every day, 24 hours.
You're Dr. Manning, aren't you? Well? Adrian, well, you Dr. Manning or not?
Yes, I am.
I thought you were the one.
What do you want?
What's going on here? Oh, I just came down to show the doc here my cut. Who are you?
He's got a... This is Dr. Hunter. He's in charge of the center.
Yeah, well, no offense, Doc, but a buddy of mine's been down to see you, been treated by Dr. Manning. Did a real nice job.
Oh, good.
So if it's all the same to you, I'd like to have her fix me up.
Well, yeah, it's all right by me, yeah.
How about it, Doc?
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I'll tell you what, why don't you go in the exam room and I'll be right with you in a moment. Okay, it's right through here.
What's going on? Why were you so scared when that guy came in?
Well, if you heard Werner Bayer's press conference, you'd be a little scared, too.
Why? What did he say?
Oh, only that he knows exactly where I am. He claims he has people watching me night and day.
Oh, and you thought that was one of his men?
Yeah, for a moment there, but... You know something? I think Mr. Bayer's bluffing. He hasn't found me.
Yeah, yet.
No, he won't find me. I'm not going to let those people run my life again. I've worked too hard and too long to let that happen.
Madeline Armstrong from WATB. This is a follow-up to one of your earlier statements. Now, in regard to the hospitals you want to build in countries such as Poland and East Germany, do you anticipate any resistance to bringing in an Americanized...
Excuse me. Do you work for Mr. Bayer?
Yes, I'm his driver, Gunther Hoffman. And you are...
I am totally in love with your accent. You know, do you drive a really big limo?
It's the biggest they make.
Is that so? And you work for such an important man. I'm really impressed.
I tell you what, I get off tonight at 10 o'clock. Why don't we get together?
Okay, well, why don't you tell me where you're staying, and maybe I'll drop by.
We're at the Salem Inn. Mr. Baer reserved the penthouse suites 1 through 5 for our party.
Great. That'll be plenty of room for us to get together. Bye, Gunther.
Oh, that's all right. No harm done.
Jack. What are you doing here? Where's Jennifer?
I don't know, but I...